I don't think I've ever sat in silence with you for anything like that.
Maybe like episodes of TV shows or something. Like maybe. Even then we're like,
even then I'm like, shut the fuck up half the time.
Excuse me, young man. How dare you? How very dare you?
How ruddy dare you?
Oh my goodness. We're going to have a talk about that statement off camera. So,
today we're going to go see A Quiet Place.
Well, let's be honest. We just went and dropped one off, and we're like, oh, it's only 20 minutes. Oh, Quiet Place is just starting just now.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going back to the cinema.
It is a drive-through movie double feature.
So, Quiet Place, you know much more than I do.
No, I know nothing about it. Which I'm excited. The trailer was what we want from trailers. It was simple. It teased that everyone has to be quiet. It didn't really say why. And, as far as I understand it, I think it's one of these kind of post-apocalyptic films, and everyone needs to be quiet. I don't know why. But
so we're going to drive to the cinema
to find out.
Silent.
Yes, this is going to be. We may actually have to pick up the second half of the review tomorrow, though, because it's going to get really dark soon. It may be dark when we're at the cinema.
See, you always press record right after you acknowledge that I'm correct about something. Did you notice that?
I'm not going to do it.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So right now, it was too dark last night when we finished because we went to see A Quiet Place quite late. So we're going to go and pick up my friend Josh, who's going to join us this evening. Till then, bear with us in silence.
Quiet Place, you'll realise why. You wouldn't make it.
I'm dead.
You wouldn't make it.
I'm dead. I'm fucking dead.
I have no idea where he's taking me. Oh, dude, I used to walk this way with one of the people I work with. Don't get shopping.
Cool story, bro. This is where I got lost. I know you live somewhere around here.
It's alright, we'll just go over a hoon.
A wee hoon about.
Oh, that's a fucking wee story. We need to do a video of who are we? And how did we meet? Why did we start doing this?
We need an origin story.
I love origin stories. I like origin stories, and I like seeing prophecies unfold. Or stuff that's being set up unfold.
Here we are.
Since I'm the voice of honesty in this automobile. Before that here we've arrived. We were lost in the back countries of Dundee. Here there be potatoes.
Not a place where you want to be lost. What up?
Hey man.
This is Josh, guys. Say hi, Josh.
Hi, Josh.
How's Josh?
Good.
What have you been up to today? You smell delightful.
I don't know, I've made an effort to actually smell nice.
I'm glad.
That means sitting here farting.
Oh yeah, that's the rank motherfucker over here.
Hey man, I've heard saying that bad today.
So you were really keen to talk about this. What were your initial thoughts?
Very positive. I thought, obviously these movies are always just jump scares and ghosts and all that shit. Quiet Place is a little bit different. It felt worth talking about, and I wanted to see it. And then actually surprised how much I did enjoy it.
The movie was great. It was absolutely brilliant.
Phenomenal. Like you say, like it didn't. There was a couple of jump scares, and you know what, the fuckers got me as well. But there was only a couple. But the whole thing was so tense.
Yeah.
It was just, you were right on the edge the whole time. I was sitting there like that.
I think it's cool because the jump scares in the movie are actually like real life jump scares for the characters.
Yes.
Because even the boy knocked over the lamp and everyone got afraid. It's obviously because they're afraid of the actual noise. So it's not just something for the audience, it's for the actor, the character, which is obviously quite a kind of unique twist on everything, I think.
So the concept is basically that there's, for some reason, there is these alien creatures that are completely blind. They hunt through sound. Everything for them is sound. You don't know what state the world's in. You follow this one family, and it's just how they've adapted. Some of the way they've adapted was great. They put like pathways of sand.
I love the paint on the woody floor.
Yes.
So they know where to stand.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like-
yes. And the creaky floors have painted the bits that don't.
Even like sitting playing Monopoly, that swapped out all the pieces for something that was soft that would make a noise when you're clicking
Monopoly,
around the board.
the loudest, most angry argument-causing game ever, and they decide to play it in a movie where you've got to be
I like
quiet.
that it's definitely confirmed that they're aliens and it happened all over the world.
Spoilers. Spoilers.
It's not spoilers, isn't it?
It is kind of
It's
kind of spoilers because you figure it out as you go through.
Yeah, it says they come down and like meteorites.
Yeah, there's loads of little hints all laid all over the place.
I mean, what an opening. The first hour was so good. Like, just an entire hour, complete silence before the first word is spoken.
Well, just the first
I think
10 minutes before the title came up, I was like sold.
Yeah, it was great.
I think the parents only had like one conversation in the whole thing, didn't they? Like actual audible
Well, that was
conversation.
it. It was how they were forced to communicate with each other.
Yeah.
They've got like a deaf daughter, so they know a little bit of sign language, which they really
I like
then
how-
use to communicate.
I like how she wasn't just a gimmick, like she actually was responsible for quite a lot.
Well, I mean, it was her the whole way through it. Like, she was always kind of, you knew she was kind of the liability, as far as she didn't know how much noise she was making, what was going on
Couldn't
around
hear
her.
them coming.
Yeah, so it was like, well, I don't want to go into it, but
Yeah.
the kids, the two kids in it were amazing.
Yes.
Absolutely
okay.
held their own against bloody Emily Blunt, who's
And Emily
a fucking
Blunt was
legend.
brilliant.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah, so not only was she obviously dealing with that, she was pregnant, which was a nice touch because how loud.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as she turned around and you saw the bump,
You're like, oh my
you're
God.
like, oh shit, how are they going to cope with this?
It's just such a beautifully well-made movie, and I loved. We didn't have a massive audience because we've obviously seen it quite late, but I loved how invested in the silence it made you. Like you didn't want to make a sound, and it did for me with sound what Sunshine did with light.
Yeah.
It made it a character in itself. It made it part of the movie. It was their companion constantly. It was their enemy. It was great. The silence was tangible.
It's weird because it's like, as such social animals, social creatures, by talking we work stuff out, and think how much kind of, well, obviously went unsaid between them all.
Yeah, the creatures are really bizarre. I don't really know how they work. Do they
were
just amplify sounds, or do they tune into frequencies?
They were using echolocation.
That's where they. It's like a pulse they send out, isn't it?
Yeah, they were using echolocation. I loved the design of them was really cool. The way their heads were all these sort of moving organs and different parts. They kind of reminded me of the aliens from Stranger Things a little, but
Yeah.
they were a bit more.
Too complicated. They were a bit. Their design was cool. It was very unique, but it felt a bit like they looked at the Stranger Things one and went, we can push this a little bit further with our bigger budget.
What about Primeval? That future predator from Primeval. Have you never seen that?
Oh, that sounds
When I
familiar.
When I
What
first
was
ever
that?
seen the creature in Quiet Place, that's all I thought of. The future predator from Primeval has those long arms that it mostly used for running.
Anyway, we really got to wrap this up. Any last wee thoughts on the movie?
Probably just recommend it. Should probably see the movie. Just a cinema experience. Like, that is the quietest I've ever heard a cinema.
It wasn't just going to see a typical horror film. It was quite an experience, like you say, like Sunshine was, like what they did with light. There's points in Sunshine where you're literally looking away from the screen like that, and then it's like the opposite with that. It's like there's just a void, like where light was invasive. There was just a void in this film that you were trying to pick out any little detail you could to, you know, it was unnerving. It was brilliant, so tense.
You could say where the light was invasive, the silence was pervasive.
Yes. And I love Emily Blunt.
Yeah.
Again, she just knocked it out of the park. She was phenomenal.
Yeah. It's probably too late to go and see it in the cinema. Really, there's a few screenings left. If you can jump on it, I would recommend it.
Do it now.
But yeah, other than that, it's definitely one to watch when it comes out, DVD and streaming and stuff like that.
Just watch it.
Yep.
Turn the lights off.
Thanks, bro.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Give us a like, give us a comment. We'll catch you next time.
Oh, outro.
Outro.